Alright, welcome back to our regular scheduled programming, week 9. James Lissaman, Community Basketball Manager.
Keep going, keep moving.
Laurie McDaniel, the Women's Development Manager, and lots of other stuff. And Marty Davison, Senior Referee Management. First, talk about Wildcats and WBC. Laurie McDaniel.
Thank you, James. The Wildcats secured a good win against Otago in the weekend. Don't check the stats, they were a bit off, but came away with a 17-point victory. Some really great ball movement offensively, as you hopefully will see here. If not, just go online and find the game yourself. And that victory has secured a top 4 spot at finals for the Wildcats this week, but we do have a difficult game against a very good Harbour team coming up. So come on down and support the Wildcats on Saturday. The Crusaders don't need your help, they're pretty great and they'll have a good crowd. We want you at our game.
Yes, excellent Saturday night. Marty?
Right, wrapping up the 2 games I've got today. Atami against Wolves on Saturday. Atami come away with a win 77-72. Patrick Roger 21 points and 9 rebounds. Derek Albertson 18 points and 5 assists. They were down 1 entering the 4th and then ended up squeaking that win in. For Wolves again, Andrew Callaway continuing a stellar play, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and well supported by Stu Erskine with 13. In the second game, we've got Lincoln University ending up beating Checkers 77-69. Ben Hall almost 20, but a little bit down. But 17.
Did he not? But he didn't reach the 20.
No, got to 17 though. But still, that's still a good haul for him. Jaden Chan 13. Josiah Williams also with 13 as well. Lincoln were down 52-58, entering early in the 4th quarter, but then went on a 20-0 run to crack the game wide open and ended up winning 77-69. For Checkers, Ariel Mapanya with 19, and Adam Morgan ended up getting 12 as well for Checkers there.
Cheers, thanks Marty. In the other 2 games, North Canterbury 78-66 over Pioneer. You were not here for this Pioneer game.
No, I was not.
Cam Cossey with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and Adrian Taylor also 21 for Pioneer. Well, for North Canterbury, Wade Parada had a 20-20 game, 21 and 22 rebounds, and John Martin.
Rebounds?
Yes,
a lot of rebounds.
It is. His team must have been tapping them on it. And John Martin with 15 points. Hoban Trophy final rematch of last year, UC coming up against Gators. This time UC won it, so took it back from Gators this time. 92-69, so not super close game in the end. Max Allen 28 points for UC and Brent Fisher had 14. While for Gators, really struggling to score, Joseph Nottenbelt had 11 and Connor McLaughlin had 13 points.
Pete would be happy about that. Congratulations, Pete.
Yes,
on
have
the
a look on his Facebook page, he definitely is. Or maybe UC page. So.
Right. To the Miles Toyota Women's Premier. So this weekend, Lincoln took on Horswell and came away with a 66-64 victory. So a very close battle there. Paige Wheelman had 17 and Sophie Schrader came away with 15 there. For Horswell, Emily Baker with 21 points and Rachel Pollan with 15. Something ran out of Rachel of time. What?
It was 58-43
in the
3rd quarter, and they closed it all the way, but ran out of time.
Gotcha. Anyway, Lincoln won. Minties, Mean with a massive 80-45 victory over UC. Wow, Minties went on a 16-0 run for the first quarter. So does that mean the entire first quarter?
Did they not score in the first quarter?
No, no, they did not.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. But Catherine McNillage, said her name correctly, with 16 points for UC. Sarah Mason with 18 and Grace Jones 16s for Minties. So Minties with a good victory there. And then the 3rd Women's Prem game, North Canterbury with an 85-44 victory over Wolverines. Tiana Placid with 23 and Tanisha Nutera with 18. Molly Coburn, young high schooler, also in double digits there. And for Wolves, Kendall Hasty came away with 11. So it's possible the score's slightly different there, but the final score is not 85-44 for North Canterbury.
Cool, thank you. McDonald's, Thompson and Whelan Trophy. So game of the week this week, we picked St Andrews hosting the Cardiac Kids from Christ College. They've had 3 buzzer-beating shots to tie or win a game. You can see this one from Josh Book here that beat St Thomas's last week. 7 o'clock at St Andrews. Kaipoi, who won the Phil Burns Cup last week, once we find the Phil Burns Cup. They have the North Canterbury battle. I don't know if it was you guys. against Rangiora High School, 7 o'clock. That's our Whelan game of the week. And then for the Dowson Cup, Cashmere will be travelling to Shirley's new venue, 7 o'clock.
Which is a nice venue if you haven't been there. Good gyms.
No, so unfortunately those 3 games all at 7 o'clock, but pick one of them is the one that you want to go and watch. They should all be pretty exciting to be.
And that's the end of episode 1, week 9. Good job, good effort.
No, we're
not doing that. I don't know how to proceed.
Well, just good.
Yeah, no, you stay in your lane. Moving on to the Canterbury Rams. Canterbury Rams with a great record this year of 10-3. Had a close loss this weekend to the Saints, but they're taking on the Rangers on Sunday at 5 p.m. here at Cowes. You can go on their website and get tickets. Use the code RAMSFAN to get a free child's ticket with any adult ticket purchased. And the Rams are still to be determined for Final Four on July 20th, or is that confirmed?
They're in it, but not what seed they will be.
So not what seed. So we want to get down and watch some great basketball with the Rams on Sunday. Rams fan, that is the code to get a free kids ticket and get after it and go and watch some great basketball.
Cool, thank you. Marty's Minute. Yeah.
Alright, so for my minute today, start the clock, go. I'm going to be talking about refereeing the defence. So when we're refereeing, predominantly we want to focus on watching what the defence does, not what the offence does. So we obviously still look at the offence a little bit, but we're predominantly focusing on what the defence does. So this clip here, a player as a defensive player is entitled to jump straight up and down. They have a cylinder that they're involved with, and they can go straight up to the roof if they want to, and straight back down. That's their cylinder that they're in. If a player, whoever playing defence, jumps from point A to point B, this is where we can get into trouble as a defender because we're outside of our cylinder, and if the contact is made, this is predominantly a defensive foul. So watching this clip here, offence throws a pump fake, gets the player off the ground, and you see the defender from the backside jump in the air to try and block the shot, but because they've jumped sideways and they've landed on the back of the defensive player, this is a clear defensive foul, even though they are entitled to land, but they need to land in that same spot that they take off from. So you easily see from the video that the contact from behind is caused by the defender, and we need to have a whistle here as a defensive foul and give the player 2 shots. So the moral of the story, I guess the moral of the minute, is let's watch the defense.
Good one, Marty.
Yeah, let's watch the defense when we're out there and see if they do jump straight up and down, then they're legal. But however, if they jump forward or if they jump sideways into the player, then that's when we can assess some contact there.
So that would create quite a few wee conversations around offensively.
Yes.
If I jump forward as an offensive
Correct.
player and the defensive player have also done that.
Yes, who do we balance?
The defender will more often be penalised then because they're out of their cylinder, whereas an offensive movement for a layup, for example, Marty, I'm extending forward to the hoop, I'm not in my cylinder.
Yes.
But if defence moves forward into that.
Exactly, yeah. So it almost is a little bit of an advantage for the offence, but in saying that, if it is on a jump shot and the offence clearly goes out of their way to find contact with the defender, with not in a natural shooting motion.
Lots of NBA shooters.
Yep, that can be slightly different, and that's when we can judge where the offence has made the contact rather than the defence.
Sorry, that was a side note and extra points, but I find that
that's
interesting.
Good. No, that's good to know for for the perspective. So
yeah.
Cool. That's Marty's mate.
Thank you. Glory League Game of the Week. So different venue Lions this time. Boys under 17, Christchurch Boys High Gold up against Mighty Ho Legends. Back and forth game. It was tied or had a lead changed 22 times over the entire game. Had 5 players score over 20 points, but for Mighty Ho it was Max Salmading who had 27, including this acrobatic finish. CBHS Gold, they were paced by Tiff Hubwe, hopefully I pronounced that right, who had 26 points, shown here with some pretty good handles leading the break and finishing it. And he also tied the game at 67 apiece at the end of the 4th quarter to send it into overtime. Once in overtime, Mighty Ho had a slim 71-69 lead, but Boys High storming back with a 9-0 run. Mighty Ho then mounted their own comeback, closed the gap to only 1 point before giving CBHS a chance to ice it from the free throw line. Lewis Reynolds, probably the easiest 2 points scored here with no one boxing him out. The miss may have been on purpose, unsure. But final score 82-77 for Boys High Gold.
Nice. Right, good game. Moving into the school holidays, we're looking at different clinics that people will be running across the city, and this week we're going to push the Pioneer Clinic. So they have a girls only holiday clinic. So myself and a few Wildcats will be there helping out the wonderful Pioneer staff. So go onto their website and have a look at that. Sign up for a girls only clinic. I don't have the dates for it, but it's definitely online there, and good opportunity for some young ladies, especially if you're not overly comfortable in a bigger setting with other people. Come on down to the girls only clinic and get some good basketball stuff going on.
Definitely. They do have a mixed one as well, so double the opportunity
For all of you
females
that
as
might
well.
say, is there a boys only one? No,
No.
there's not.
But there is one for boys
Yeah.
that they can go to.
Yes, there is, sorry.
3x3.exe Premier Round 3 was on Sunday. UC won for the second time in a row despite missing Brent Fisher, who was away with the Rams up in that Saints games. They're now tied with Lincoln University at the top of the standing, so two university teams looking driver's seat to head over to Japan at the end of the year. Did take overtime to beat Gators in the semi-final round, and here's some, you can see some dunks that Barclay Miller had that were pretty amazing on the night. In the this game, it was Peterman who iced the game in overtime, and then they went on to beat Tami 16-15 in the championship game. So yeah, trip for Japan. Looks like they've got the inside track to that at the moment.
Nice.
Very good. Going to our plays of the week. So Noah Price here gets a steal in transition and then pushes it ahead. Amazing finish on the break and throwing it down with ease.
Nice.
Yeah.
My player of the week is Sophia Harrison, playing for Lincoln here, as under 21 grade. So she's got a nice retreat dribble into a spin and then finishes with a nice little floater in the lane. So nice work there, Sophia.
Cool. And my one's Luca Williams from the Pioneer Kashmir under 20 team. I think he's saying, not today, and absolutely blocks this big time block.
Not today.
So yeah, so three pretty good plays there.
Excellent. All right, so Marty, what sponsor of the week? Who are we thinking? Oh, what? This guy.
Let's have a look, eh?
It's New Zealand Community
Yes.
Trust, Marty, as we can see
Well,
right
I
here.
can clearly see.
Well,
Yeah.
guess who's not getting their job funded next year?
Yo.
Boom.
Well,
Right
that's me
here.
up.
So, New Zealand Community Trust. What do you want to say to them, Marty?
I want to say a big thank you to all you guys do for Canterbury basketball. Really appreciate it.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good. So, thank you to them and our other sponsors, of course, but a big shout out to New Zealand Community Trust this week.
Cool, thank you. Good job, good effort. Week 9 in the books.
Fab job, fab effort.
Great job, great effort.
Boo, you went with the standard.
Yes.